Hello everyone, and welcome back to another FretroView. My name is Fret, and if you're new to the channel, what I do here is I play games back when I was a kid. I replay them as an adult to see if they still measure up. For the most part, they do. There's only been a few stinkers here and there, but for the most part I find most of these games I've played were pretty enjoyable. I find myself having a really good time when I go back and play them. So today's game is going to be Battle Arena Toshinden. This game, so let me preface with this. I was a really avid fighting game gamer. I liked fighting games when I was a kid, that's what I'm trying to say. I gravitated towards those a lot, especially once I kind of played Street Fighter. I played Street Fighter on the arcade, but I sucked at it. I never played it again until my older brother brought it back for the Sega Genesis. I think it was Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition was the first one I played on the home console anyway. Yeah, and from there it was off to the races. I played that game to death, and so that kind of sprung me into other, trying out other fighting games. Most of the big hits, there was Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, all the King of Fighters, Fatal Fury. Wait, was Fatal Fury? Was that a fighting game? I might be thinking of a different one. Yeah, it was Fatal Fury. I'm thinking of the other one.
Tiger's sword. Where did you get it?
Now my mind's going blank, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 were the ones I was good at. Once it got to 3, I was kind of iffy. Not on the game, but my skill level. That's when I started losing. But yeah, Street Fighter was my main. If I had the choice between fighting games, it would be Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and then everything else behind. Battle Arena Toshinden, however, this game is weird. I want to say, so it's a 3D arena fighter. Not really, I'm not sure which came out first, Soul Calibur or Battle Arena. I want to say Battle Arena came out second, because like I said, the arena fighter wasn't like a big hit. I know Virtual Fighter was an arena fighter, so it's kind of along the lines of those types of games. It's weapon based, so every fighter for the most part has some kind of weapon, and it's so. Let me start with this. So when I was a kid playing this game, I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty cool. Back then when I played it, I remember it being kind of clunky and kind of hard to input the moves. The moves input kind of like Street Fighter. So, you know, you have your half directional commands followed by a button press to execute a move. And I believe most of the characters' movesets are like that. Unlike like Soul Calibur, where you can do the up down or step left or right, or you know, just button, like main button commands rather than you know, your directional commands. So it's more so, it's like a mix between Soul Calibur and Street Fighter, I guess is the best way I could put it. Going back, thinking as a kid, the graphics weren't horrible. They weren't the best either. But it still did a pretty good job. Like I said, the Sega Saturn, I guess to mention this is for the Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn was not great for 3D objects. It was mostly made for 2D, but it was just capable of doing 3D. So with that, you know, it takes a heavy hit in the graphics department. Although the game was smooth, the frame rate was fine. You know, low polygon count, but like, what do you expect? It's the Sega Saturn. But it still looked pretty decent, not bad. And looking back at it now as an adult, it still looks pretty good. Like I said, not the best. It's very clunky, very blocky. And you'll see, I'm sure you can see now, it's not that great. The starting, the intro, cinematic, very fuzzy, but most Sega Saturn games had that kind of CG fuzz in them. But again, not bad for the time. Not bad. Sound is actually not bad. One thing I did not remember when playing this as an adult is most of the so they're like little cutscenes in between fights. They're all voice acted, which I forgot. And when I was playing it a few days ago, I was like, oh man, I forgot this was all voice acted. Voice acted pretty well, by the way. It's almost like you're watching, almost like you're in an anime, kind of. It's still frames, like it's not animated, but it's still frames. You know, their mouths move, and you know, it's just voice acted. It's pretty good. I played through a couple characters, and they're all not bad. Yeah, say they did a good job. They do typical anime stuff. If you watch any kind of anime, you'll see that here. The story, from what I remember, and during my current playthrough, like I said, the characters, you know, you got your Ken and Ryu clone is EG, and what's that guy's name? Kyron? It's probably not that. I forgot his name, but he's a Scottish dude. So you got the Japanese guy, the Scottish guy. They're the Ken and Ryu of this. You got Sophia, who's like a femme fatale. You know, she's got the leather and the whip. You got, I think it's Ganjo is the big guy, kind of like a Zangief looking dude. He's got a club. You got an old man, I forget his name, but he's got the Vega claws. Who else? You got the little girl, I can't remember her name, but she's got the twin daggers. Not a lot of memorable characters in this one. The only guys I remember mostly would be EG and the other guy who's supposed to be Ken. EG's got this white tiger sword. It's kind of some kind of story behind it. He doesn't know why he has it, but people recognize it, but he doesn't for some reason. So, I don't know. I got beat when I was doing EG's story. I made it pretty far with the other guy. I want to say his name is Kyron. Something like, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'll go back and double check myself. That's bad. I guess I could have done that before I started recording, but I'm not going back. So anyway, so yes, story's pretty decent. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story more than the actual gameplay of the game, which I'll get into now. The gameplay is very clunky. Very, very difficult to input moves. Like I said, it's mostly Street Fighter-esque, so I figured it'd be pretty easy to pull off these moves. But no, I had the darndest of times. Like EG, he's basically Ryu. You have your Hadouken, your Shoryuken, and he has like a dash kick. Kind of like a dart kick. He'll jump and slide, like a jump kick. But he's sliding across. He can do it across the floor, or he can do it in the air. I could not do these moves. Not at all. And it sucked, because I feel like I could have made it a lot further if I could. I made it pretty far without them. I'm the kind of fighter in the game where I don't really need special moves. I prefer doing the standard attacks, because a lot of people are going to expect you to spam the special moves. I don't. I actually learn the move sets of each character, and I use them to my benefit. Hard to do that in this game because it's so clunky.
What?
You have your hard attack, light attack. So you got a light punch, hard punch, light kick, hard kick, and then you have your special,
The way you fought. I've seen it before.
your dodge. I'm sorry, not special.
felt
You can dodge left to
like I
right
was fighting
using
someone I once
buttons.
knew. Over
So
and
I was
over
using
again.
the 6-button controller. So you have X, Y, Z, A, B, C. So C and Z are your dodge buttons to
Don't
left or right.
patronize me.
You can abuse
Steve,
that.
you're
Use
right.
it to your advantage.
What's
You can
past
dodge a lot
is
of hits, a lot of projectiles.
Memories don't win battles.
Your punches and kicks, though, are really hard to connect. Kind of like Shaq Fu, your characters move left and right very slowly. They have like a little mini hop that you can use, but most of the time when you use that, you'll hop into a kick or you'll hop backwards, but then you have to position yourself to try to get closer, so you have to hop forward or just slowly scoot yourself towards it. Not ideal.
No mistakes.
It suffers from the Shaq Fu issue. And then I don't know what it was about old Sega fighting games, but they really like giving the characters an extremely high jump to where it almost becomes useless. So when you jump super high, and there's no distance in that jump. You mostly get vertical leap, but no horizontal, no distance. I mean, you can, like say EG, he can do his little jump kick and slide across the screen, but you'll either overshoot and like fly over them, and you'll end up behind them, what leaves you open for an attack, or you'll land too. You'll be shy, or you'll land just in front of them. So you really gotta practice. And like I said, that's even if you pull the move off. Because like I said, I'd input the command, but nothing would happen. Now the NPC characters, they will spam their moves like to death. Like it's crazy. So yeah, you block by holding the back button, like Street Fighter. So there's no button block, just hold back. That's pretty decent. I could block very well in this game due to my practice with Street Fighter. But yeah, game it's very clunky. If anything would hold me back from suggesting this game, it would be the actual combat of the game, which sucks because the combat of the game needs to be good, but you're not going to play it. Now, that could just be me. I really felt the delay, but they said I'm using the wireless controller, which does have a slight delay on it. I did switch to my wired controller, and I did a little bit better. But I really want to use my wireless controller because I have to bring my Saturn out from the cabinet and put it on the floor so it can reach the chair. It's a big it's an ordeal. But that being aside, like I said, the game does look good. It's got a scrolling backgrounds. It zooms in and zooms out. The textures of the game, like I said, it's not very good. It's got some transparent, like flames and stuff in the back. So they went for gusto with this game. Now this is the remix. I never played the original Battle Arena, so I'm guessing the remix is probably the better of the two. I'm not sure. But I don't remember any sequels or anything for this. I never heard anything else about Battle Arena. But I would say they should give it another shot. Whoever developed this.
I've heard that my brother is here.
Yeah, I
If
say
he's
give it a
involved
shot.
with
I
the
mean, because you got
tournament,
games like
I'll
Samurai
fight him.
Showdown,
And
Soul
you?
Calibur. A lot of games that
I'll
have
get
like
my fault.
weapon
One
use in the
last
fighting.
year's tournament.
So I think
I
this
will
would kind
find
of,
him and have my revenge.
you know, do
So,
like a remake or
here
you know
we
just
are.
a sequel.
Two
Because I want this game to be good. I remember liking it as a kid. I did like it now when I played it. Like I said, it's just a tad bit clunky. I did start getting used to it. Like I said, I made it very far with Shoma. I know his last name is Shoma? Shom?
Round one, fight!
I don't know his name. But he's a Scottish guy. If you played this game, you know who I'm talking about. He's red-haired. Sounds like Drew McIntyre. A small Drew McIntyre. But yeah, it's I'm not gonna say it's a terrible game. It is a very clunky game, but you can get used to it. If anything, for the story. The cutscenes, well, not the cutscenes. The scenes in between fights can be very entertaining. The art style is anime. It's drawn very well. I do like the art. The voice acting is pretty good. And some of the storylines are pretty good. Like, I'm just gonna keep saying Kyron. He's looking for like someone who killed his father. Kayin. That's his name. Kayin. Kayin. Kayin? So yeah. Kain, I don't know. He's looking for somebody killed his dad, and he's looking for that person. He gets a letter inviting him to an arena saying that the person who killed his father won the last tournament. So he's hoping that if he wins this tournament, he will fight the person who won last year, and that will be the one who killed his father. Which is pretty good. Pretty good story. You know, he's going through all these people. E.G., he's looking for his brother, and he knows his brother was in the last tournament, so he joins the tournament this year to see if his brother will enter this year so he can find him. And, you know, Sophia, I played her a little bit. She's looking for some stuff in her past, something like that. Ganjo, his family's being held hostage, so he has to win the tournament to free his family or something like that. There's an old man with the claws. He's just a psychopath killer and just wants to kill people. So yeah, all the stories are pretty good. I haven't seen like a joke story yet. I'm sure there's one in there. I haven't played all the characters. But yeah, there's a couple like Street Fighter-esque. There are like there's 3 final bosses. So when you get to the big boss, who you think is the big boss, there's 2 other fighters after him, which I'm sure I did as a kid and I had forgot. But yeah, I think I went all the way with Kaien. Yeah, I think I actually won. Like, actually beat the final boss. Which is, their designs is cool. I like... Oh, what's his name? He's a really big dude in samurai gear. I like his design. I actually like his moveset. I think you can get him in the game. I think I unlocked him when I was a kid. I forget his name. It's something ominous, though. But then the second character, boss character after that guy is, I guess I should say spoilers, but I doubt anybody will go back and play this game. The second final boss is E.G.'s brother, which I forget his name as well. But he has a moveset, so he'll be the Akuma. So you got your Ken and Ryu, which is E.G. and Kaien, and then you got this brother, who is basically Akuma. He fights the same style as these two, but he's better. He's got the double fireball, his hurricane kick, and all that stuff. It's more, way better than Kaien and E.G. So he's like the master, so he's the Akuma. And then you have the final boss, which is a lady with a spear. I can't remember her name again. Crap. But she's pretty dope too. She has a couple projectile moves. She wasn't that hard to fight though. I had a harder time with the first final boss. Yeah, but I got her. She went down. And then, yeah, that was the game. I only beat it with E.G. Not E.G. Kaien. Everybody else I got washed. But yeah, not a bad game. Stories are good. Well, I keep saying that. It's not a good game. There's a few good things about it, but like as I say, the gameplay is not great. So I'm gonna let you guys see what I'm talking about. I got a little bit of gameplay. Like I said, I didn't play all the characters, and I hope I can find all of the gameplay footage. But yeah, I'll let you listen in here. We'll do a couple of I'll do the intro to the game, and then I'll let you see some gameplay, and then some of the in-between fight scene. That didn't come out right. I'll let you see some of the scenes in between the fights. That's better. Yeah, so here we go.
Rest in peace.
Round 2, fight!
Mirage Saber.
Round 2, fight!
Did you kill my father?
I only like young blood.
Blast! It isn't you, I know it.
Oh boy! The more you love someone, the more pain it causes.
Advice from a wise elder.
Go home before you get hurt, boy.
Don't waste my time. I've got things to do.
Oh, and I don't?
We have to keep winning, eh? Can't win without the fight.
It can't be helped. Come on, then.
Round 1, fight!
I don't want to hurt you, but this is the only way to find my father.
Little girls shouldn't play with blades.
You must fight me, please.
The tournament is no place for you. Go home.
I can't. You must fight with me.
Round 1, fight!
Yeah!
Anytime, anywhere.
Round 2, fight!
Battle Arena Toshinden, everyone. Yeah, not a good, I enjoyed my time with it. I know it's not a good game. If you can find it, if it's cheap, I would say go ahead and get it. You might find some enjoyment with it. I'm just gonna say I do like the game. It's probably nostalgia because I played it as a kid, and I did play it a lot. Because when I was a kid, I thought it was a good game, you know. Because I didn't have a lot of Sega Saturn games, and this is one of the earlier ones I got after Nights in the Dreams.
Round 2, fight!
I think that was really the only game I had until I got this one. No, I had Virtual Cop, I had Daytona Racing, I had Nights in the Dreams. I think those were the games I got when I got my Sega Saturn. After that, I got Battle Arena Toshinden, and I got Croc and Rayman. I think that was all the games I was able to get, besides a couple RPGs that my brother bought. But yeah, I think this was one of the ones that I was able to get on my own. I don't know how I got it, because I was a kid, I didn't have a job, I didn't have any money. I'm pretty sure, because it still has the little, like, if you guys go to like old family, well, you can't go there, but back in my day, when there was like a family video or some kind of rental place, they marked on the disc, like, I don't know what the numbers were for, but I assume it was like them cataloging their inventory, but it still has that mark on there, so I know I got it from like a family video, so it must have been super cheap. I must have just got it, I don't know, something like that must have happened. But yeah, so this is gonna be, I don't know how long have I been going? 2 or 3 minutes. So yeah, a bit of a short one this time. Like I said, I didn't play this game a whole lot. I just did it because I know I've been out for a while. You know, the holidays, Thanksgiving. At the point of this recording, Christmas is right around the corner. I've been very busy with work and family stuff. Yeah, so I was able to squeeze out a video. I got more videos lined up. I don't know if it'll take me a while to get them out, but I have most of the gameplay recorded. I just have to go through and do this, talk about them. So I actually got quite a few lined up. I was gonna do a Street Fighter video, but I don't know where my recording went. So I just did Battle Arena Toshinden because I had already had that recorded. So if I find my Street Fighter videos that I recorded, I will put up a Street Fighter video. But if not, I'll have to re-record some gameplay, which is fine because I like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2 Turbo is what I got. No, this is Champions Edition. I got Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. So that'll be the next video if I can find it. If not, I'll have to re-record and I'll just do one of the other games that I recorded. I did a boxing game, but I got my... Oh, I did a heavyweight championship boxing. I remember playing that game as a kid, and I don't know how I played it as a kid because I got smashed up in this game. So if I can't find a Street Fighter one, I'll do that one and show you guys how I got mopped royally. Like, my face was bloody. But anyway, now I'm rambling. Thank you for watching the video if you made it this far. I appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.